You don't need motivation. You don't need discipline. You don't need confidence. You just need zero. Zero pressure, zero expectations, zero effort. Because the real reason you're stuck isn't laziness. It's starting. You wake up with plans, big plans. You tell yourself, today is the day, but then your body feels heavy. Your mind feels foggy. Your energy feels empty. So you wait. You wait to feel ready. You wait to feel motivated. You wait to feel inspired. Hours pass. Days pass. Weeks pass. And slowly, quietly, your goals start to feel fake. You start thinking, why can't I just begin? What's wrong with me? Why do others move and I stay frozen? But here's the truth no one tells you. You're not broken. Your brain is doing its job. And once you understand this, everything changes. Your brain is not designed for dreams. It's designed for survival. Big goals look dangerous. They look expensive. They look uncertain. So your brain does what? It creates resistance. It creates excuses. It creates later. Motivation doesn't disappear. It never even shows up, because motivation is a reward signal, and your brain only releases it after movement, not before. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for your phone to charge itself. That's where the zero rule comes in. The zero rule says this: never aim to finish. Never aim to succeed. Never aim to do it right. Aim to do nothing. Just the smallest possible action that feels almost stupid. So small, your brain doesn't fight it. That's the secret. When you see a huge ladder, you freeze. When you see one step, you move. Don't work out. Put on shoes. Don't study. Open the book. Don't create content. Open the app. The zero rule turns mountains into pebbles, and pebbles don't scare the brain. Motivation is not the key. Momentum is. Think of your body like an engine. Cold engines resist. Warm engines flow. The zero rule is the ignition. Oh, friction creates heat. Heat creates motion. Motion creates motivation, not the other way around. Every time you don't start, your brain records a vote. I'm the type who quits. But every zero action casts a different vote. I'm the type who begins. You're not building habits. You're building identity currency. Tiny actions, massive meaning. Your brain hates open-ended tasks. All day feels infinite. Infinite feels threatening. So, compress time. Tell yourself, I'll do this for 30 seconds. Not forever, not perfectly, just briefly. Most days, 30 seconds becomes 2 minutes. Some days, it doesn't. Both are wins. Because starting was the goal. Most people quit twice. Once when they don't start. Again when they miss a day. The zero rule deletes failure. Because zero effort is always achievable. Bad day? Do zero. Tired day? Do zero. Busy day? Do zero. Consistency isn't about intensity. It's about non-negotiable beginnings. Weeks pass. Not with explosions. Not with dramatic breakthroughs. But with something quieter. You're not forcing yourself anymore. You're not negotiating with your mind. You're not waiting for a feeling to arrive. You're moving automatically. Not because life got easier. Not because problems disappeared. But because starting got lighter. The weight that once sat on your chest before every task is gone. The resistance that used to scream "not now" has faded into a whisper. And most days, you don't even notice it anymore. Your confidence doesn't arrive loudly. It doesn't announce itself. It grows quietly, steadily, in the background. You begin to trust yourself again. Not because you finished everything, but because you began consistently. Discipline stops feeling violent. It no longer feels like self-punishment. It feels like alignment. You're no longer dragging yourself forward. You're guiding yourself. And that changes everything. You stop chasing motivation. You stop begging for energy. Because now, you generate it. One zero action at a time. One tiny start. One small proof. One quiet win. And one day, without realizing when it happened, you notice something powerful. You don't ask, should I start? You just start. And then, it hits you. This wasn't about productivity. This wasn't about habits. This wasn't about discipline. It was about identity. You didn't become perfect. You didn't become unstoppable. You became something better. You became the person who always starts. You don't need a new year to change your life. You don't need a perfect plan to move forward. You don't need permission from anyone, including yourself. You need one tiny move, so small, your brain can't resist it. Because the hardest part was never the work. It was never the effort. It was never the discipline. It was opening the door. And the zero rule puts your hand on the handle. Right now. If this changed how you see motivation, like this video. If you're done waiting to feel ready, comment 0 below and commit to your first tiny step. And if you want more stick figure videos that rewire discipline, focus, and momentum, subscribe now. Because your next move doesn't need motivation. It doesn't need confidence. It just needs 0.